When COVID hit, my first reaction was, how in the world are we going to be able to keep serving our clients? At the time, we had no idea whether or not we would be back in the offices in a week or a month or a year. And so it was unclear whether we had to completely mobilize to provide laptops and other kinds of equipment for people so that they could work from their homes.
How do we deliver services this way? Like, we have no idea, nor did anyone else, about how to have court proceedings remotely. How do we represent people remotely? What was going to happen to our clients, many of whom lost jobs overnight?
We were used to being a community office. We were used to interacting with the public, interacting with each other even on a daily basis. And it turned into a job where interactions had to be more intentional.
Well, most of our staff was working remotely. A lot of the work that was being done in the office was being done by a director of administrations with some support from some volunteers and yes, definitely from some managers, but they were really leading the work.
A lot of this fell on their shoulders, and they were, for the most part, they were the front line. They were the first people to return to the office.
The DAs across the boroughs came together to tackle these new and novel issues that we had to address for the first time. How do we implement health screenings in all the offices? COVID safety mitigation measures. How do we make sure the advocates have everything that they need to work remotely?
So the directors of administration really, in many cases, had to do everything to keep the boroughs running.
Many of our clients struggle with the ability to get internet, transportation, and getting to our attorneys, our advocates, without physically being able to come to this building is a challenge.
I realized that one of the things I would have to do is be present in the office space, to be there if clients walk in, be there to receive mail that comes from immigration court, to receive checks, funding that needed to come in.
I felt an obligation to make sure that I was here every day, even throughout the pandemic, to provide any kind of backup support that I could to the legal teams so that they could continue supporting and helping the clients in the community.
Props to the citywide operations team that I work with, the DAs in the other boroughs, Nataki at the central office, really just put in the time. They showed up when nobody else was showing up. They did work that was not their work to do, and they made sure that all of these things happen in impossible circumstances.
The DAs all came together as a group. We collaboratively worked together. Some of us had vendors that we had built relationship with where we were able to get supplies. So when we placed orders for our offices, we also placed orders for the other boroughs.
My proudest times during the pandemic is having the support of 5 strong director of administration that we came together to get through as a team during this difficult time.
I'm proud of the relationships that I developed with the other DAs and how we fearlessly tackle each and every obstacle and make sure that all our offices were equipped to receive all our staff back into some sort of normalcy.
People gained a greater recognition of the fact that no one is just a receptionist or just a paralegal. Everybody plays a critical role if we are going to be successful in this organization.
My partners in the DA group, I don't think I would have survived running the office because they really were there for me and they gave me ideas that I never would have thought of. So I am proud to be part of that group and I want to thank them for being there for me.
And I am in awe of the work of our operations folks, and here led by Rafaela. She's just amazing, and she's really held us together and pulled us through this challenging time.
I'd like to thank all of the DAs for everything that they did in order to get us through the pandemic. They really rose to the challenge. They really stepped up in a way that no one could have anticipated.
I was amazed of what they did, and I was amazed of their incredible citywide coordinated efforts. And honestly, I was just reminded one more time how important their role is for our clients, for our staff, and how much as a project director I appreciate Clara, and all of our directors of administration.
I just want to say thank you for all of the wonderful work that you've done. I want to say thank you for your commitment and to let you know that you are seen, you are appreciated, and we could not do this work without you.
Our directors of administration have always been the backbone of the organization. During the pandemic, I think we all realized how critically important they were to the running of the organization and to our ability to deliver legal services to our clients. And that's something that we probably take for granted too much of the time, and that we will never take for granted again. Rosie, Deidre, Deborah, Clara, Rafa, and Nataki, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of the work that you did over the past couple of years and for all that you continue to do to help us deliver essential legal services to low-income New Yorkers who need us the most. Thank you.